Welcome to Swadesi Startup Speaks, the show that brings you the latest trends and insights from India's vibrant startup ecosystem. In this episode, we dive into some exciting updates that are shaping the future of Indian startups. From the Union Budget 2025's focus on AI deep tech and defense startups to the return of Shein in India and the rise of IPOs, we've got you covered. Stay tuned as we explore how these developments will drive innovation and growth in the country. The Union Budget 2025 emphasizes AI-driven modernization and digital India with key initiatives such as AR's 500 crore Center of Excellence for AI in Education, a deep tech fund of funds with R's 1000 crore and 10000 fellowships for research in IIT's ISC. The focus on global capability centers in Tier 2 cities will boost AI-powered digital services and employment. Startup benefits include an extended incorporation window and tax incentives. Skilling initiatives such as 50000 ATAL. Tinkering labs and national centers of excellence aim to prepare India's workforce for global opportunities. InnerGize, a mental wellness startup founded by Siddhant Bhargava Shalmalikadu and Mitansh Kurana, is leveraging neuroacoustic vagal modulation technology to address stress and anxiety. Their wearable device stimulates the vagus nerve, promoting relaxation and mental well-being. The startup gained early traction after featuring on Shark Tank India, leading to 1,200 plus pre-orders before its official April 2025 launch, backed by RS6. 5 CR in investments including government funding. InnerGize has its own manufacturing facility in Delhi. Priced at Rs 12,400 with pre-order discounts, the device has been clinically tested on 1,000 plus patients. Future plans include international expansion product enhancements with stress tracking tech and a $10 million ARR target within 18 months. Indian startups raised $240.85 million this week across 30 deals with Bengaluru leading in funding. E-commerce secured the most investments, followed by SaaS and fintech. Growth stage highlights include Leap, $65 million Series E, Captain Fresh, $30 million pre-IPO, and SuperOps, $25 million. Early stage startups raised $107.15 million, led by Atomic Work, $25 million Series A. Funding dipped 3.22% from last week's $248.87 million, with an 8-week average of $349.53 million. Major acquisitions included Raise Financials, acquiring Filter Coffee, Shadowfax taking over Criticalog, and Nodwin Gaming acquiring StarLadder. MapMe India also invested in AI startup Simdas. India has solidified its position as the third largest startup ecosystem globally, with 1.57 lakh DP8 recognized startups as of December 31, 2024. Over 51% emerged from Tier 2 through 3 cities, with major hubs like Bengaluru, Mumbai, and Delhi NCR leading. Government initiatives like Startup India, launched in 2016, have driven growth, creating 17.28 lakh jobs. Women-led startups account for 75935 ventures. Key schemes include CISFS, RS 945, CR Corpus 2622 startups funded, FFS, Rs 1000 CR Corpus, Rs 211276, CR invested in 1173 startups, and CGSS, Rs 604, 16 CR in loans for 209 startups. Atoll Innovation Mission, AIM, has set up 10000 Atoll Tinkering Labs and incubated 3,556 startups. The ecosystem continues to expand, fostering innovation and economic growth. The Union Budget 2025 proposes a new Rs 1,000 car fund of funds to support startups expanding on the 2016 scheme managed by SIDBI. The existing fund of funds has catalyzed Rs 91,000 CR in AIF commitments, boosting Indian startups. The budget also focuses on AI deep tech and digital infrastructure, allocating Rs 2,000 CR for R&D AI centers of excellence and a Rs 500 CR AI education hub. Healthcare sees a push with 10000 new medical seats, daycare cancer centers, and digital healthcare reforms, IIT expansion, 6,500 seats, and global skilling partnerships aim to build tech talent. India Post will be transformed into a major logistics entity supporting MSMEs and exports. These initiatives solidify India's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat, positioning it as a leader in AI deep tech and innovation driven growth. The Union Budget 2025 announced a Rs 2000 car nuclear energy mission to develop small modular reactors, aiming for 5 operational SMRs by 2033. The plan includes amendments to the Atomic Energy Act to attract private investment. Startups see this as a potential deep tech catalyst similar to the PLI scheme for semiconductors. However, high capital requirements and regulatory hurdles pose challenges. Experts stress the need for funding infrastructure and research access. While immediate startup opportunities are limited, this initiative could boost India's energy security, industrial growth, and nuclear innovation in the long run. Shein has relaunched in India after nearly 5 years following its ban. The Shein India fast fashion app is now developed and operated by Reliance Retail, marking its return to the Indian market through a strategic partnership. StartupNews.fyi emphasizes its commitment to ethical reporting and transparency regarding potential conflicts of interest. The publication ensures unbiased coverage despite possible investor connections to featured businesses. Meanwhile, website upgradation is ongoing and readers are encouraged to report any glitches. Stay updated with daily startup news via their newsletter. India's defense and space startups are growing rapidly, with 1,000 plus defense and 250 plus space startups driving deep tech innovation. Government initiatives like IDEX in space and domestic procurement policies have fueled this growth. However, these startups must now go global like Israel's Army's Checkpoint and Unit 8200 linked ventures, which expanded into the US market for funding, scaling, and partnerships. India's IDEX program intersects ICT and venture capital funds mirror Israel's strategy, but hurdles like regulatory compliance, security clearances, and capital constraints remain. Startups like 3 Tech and NRT have begun US collaborations, but targeted financial incentives and India US strategic partnerships are crucial for scaling. With the right support, Indian defense and space startups can become global leaders in innovation. Indian startups are increasingly eyeing public listings with companies like Servify and Pine planning their IPOs. The Inc. 42 Markets newsletter tracks startup IPO trends, offering insights into pre IPO activities and post listing performance. The Union Budget has sparked optimism as many believe the future of Indian startups is in the public market. This marks a pivotal moment for startups as they reshape public markets, providing exclusive commentary and deep analysis on new age tech stocks. The article discusses the growing interest and anticipation around Indian startup IPOs, signaling a shift towards greater public participation in the growth of Indian startups. That's it for today's episode. India's startup ecosystem is booming with new funding policies and opportunities paving the way for innovation across sectors. Whether it's AI defense tech or the growing IPO scene, the future looks bright for Indian entrepreneurs. Thanks for tuning in to Swadesi Startup Speaks. Don't forget to subscribe and stay informed on the latest in Indian startups. Catch you next time.